Hi, this is Sarah McLaughlin. In this video, we are going to take a look at Nearpod's very versatile Draw It tool. Just like it sounds, this tool allows students to respond in a plethora of ways. It gives voice and choice to students in how they respond to a task, and it also provides the teacher many different ways to engage students in thinking about content. So let's take a look. The first thing that is important to note is that you can create a Draw It on its own, or you can convert your existing slides into Draw It activities. By converting slides, you can bring in things from Google or PowerPoint, and if you're more comfortable making things there, or you feel you have more options that way, this can be a great way to do things. Alternatively, you can build your own slides inside of Nearpod, or you can head into the Add Content and Activities button. If you did wish to convert some slides into Draw It activities, you would simply select your slide and convert to Draw It. If you have not brought your slides over yet, you'll notice you have this drop or upload files here, and that is the best way to pull in slides from other sources. Let's go on up to the Add Content and Activities so you can take a look at how this builder appears. I'm going to go down here to Draw It, then Add. You'll note, as is standard now, Nearpod has its whole library of Draw It options over here on the right. You can certainly look through those and see if anything meets your objectives and matches your criteria. For now, I'm going to shove that off to the side. And you'll see right up here at the top is the place for instructions. You can also add a timer to your task, and you can add an image or other media. There are some great tools here you can use as a resource for students, but keep in mind you can only select one. One thing to note with this, if you are going to do a drawing-based task and you don't need to worry about having an accommodation here for students, it may be helpful to add a resource that they can refer to assist them in developing concepts and carrying on the work in the task you've provided. Alternatively, if you are going to do something requiring students to interact with text, you're going to be bringing that text in as an image, and the immersive reader does not interact with texts that are images. So one thing you could do with this tool is to add a reading of the text using this audio recorder button. That way students have the accommodations they need and can still do your task if it is interacting with text and they do need that. I'm going to save my directions box for now and look down here to the backgrounds button. When you click this, it opens up a nice little menu for adding backgrounds and adjusting them. To add a background, you can simply click and then click the Add a Background button. This is what really amplifies the power of this tool, because instead of only having students write, draw, or create something novel, you can have them interact with existing media. So imagine what you could put in here depending on your content area. It could be everything from tracing a letter to labeling a diagram, enhancing a diagram, noting things on a map, completing a graphic organizer, so on and so forth. For now, I'm just going to search for Venn diagram. I'm going to go plain Jane here. You'll notice you do have these tools down here. Probably the most important one is this magnifier. This is the only way to resize your image. There's no crop or manual size adjustment other than the sliding bar. So think about what white space you might need on the page and size things appropriately using that. You can also flip and rotate or just remove the background. Let's take a look at the tools here. So just like any other drawing app, students are going to have to toggle between using their mouse to select things and to draw or erase. So it's important for them to learn to monitor where this dark circle is. That's telling them what their mouse is functioning as. So that's the select button. You do have your standard undo and redo. And the drawing tools are crayon. You can resize the line thickness here. Crayon looks like this. Highlighter, again, you can resize the thickness. So if you did put text there, students would learn how to adjust the size of the highlighter to match the size of the text, hopefully. And an array of colors there. There is an eraser for big mistakes or small mistakes. Students can also add images, so they could even do some work around making a collage based off of a concept. Students can type, so this is not only a drawing tool. If students prefer to type, they have that option. They can also add shapes. This might be a great way for students to create their own graphic organizers. And finally, the fun things. They can take a picture if their computer or device has a camera. They could also bring in videos. And they can bring in GIFs and GIFs. That's pretty much all there is to the Draw It tool. I'm sure you can imagine a million ways you could use this to have students interface and interact with your content from different angles, thinking about different ways to use those higher end skills and critical thinking and creative expression. Thank you for joining me for this video, and have a great day.